I have to take a moment to explain something to folks in the audience because I know chances are there's a number of you who don't know what Farmville is. If you didn't know what an application is, Farmville is like, from another planet. On Facebook, you can actually create your own cartoon farm. How amazing is that? And wouldn't you want to do it given the chance? Cartoon chickens and cartoon geese and you grow crops, you know, green beans, whatever, tomatoes, whatever you like. Whatever you like. No pot! Don't fucking grow pot! You have a little farm and a little farmhouse and a barn and everything, and it's quite wonderful. And I didn't even know about it until a friend of mine sent me a couple of cartoon ducks. I said, what the fuck is this about? Can I eat them? So people do this because really, everybody's always dreamed of having a fake farm. And I want you to remember to breathe as I make the next statement. There are people who make a living, and I know one, by helping people who have a farm on Farmville. They take care of it because these people don't have time to do it themselves. Makes you rethink farm subsidies, doesn't it? I don't like telling folks what to do with their discretionary income, but occasionally you have to be the adult and say, no! I don't think you know what you're doing here. You're having another human being tend to an imaginary farm. You're having them take care of something that's inside your head. I don't know if the Democrats or the Republicans really know how to deal with the economy at all. But it's amazing that this new party, the Tea Party, believes that it does. I've waited my whole life for there to be a third party. I've been totally intolerant for quite some time of both Democrats and Republicans. But now, the third party shows up. And this is what I fucking got? Be careful what you wish for. I was attracted to them at first. They're a lot like me. They're angry. Anybody knows anger, it's fucking moi. And they're crazy. I'm fucking crazy. And we're angry and we're crazy for exactly the same reason. Because the Democrats make us angry and the Republicans make us crazy. Or switch it around if you wish. Whatever makes you fucking laugh. It's extraordinary. They have convinced a group of people to bust out of their double wides. Yes. Yeah. I'd put video on this cube if I could fucking show you. Busting out of their double wides, dressed as Ben Franklin. holding a kite in one hand and a key in the other, screaming, "Don't tax the rich!" If a group of people, leaders, can convince a group of folks who barely have a pot to piss in that the rich shouldn't be taxed, that is leadership. These are leaders who live in the past and yet want to decide what we do in the future. That doesn't even make for a good movie. You've got one of the gems here. No, you do, don't you? Michelle Bachmann certainly giving you some amazing press. America won't hear it. Not that many people are going to watch that special. Could be too little, too late. I talk about her, but after a paragraph or so, I begin to have seizures. Then, of course, there was Christine O'Donnell. She's the one who was nominated to be the Republican candidate for the Senate from Delaware, and that was the best Delaware could do. Can you imagine? When a state, I just said that's when you strip them of their statehood. I wish they'd nominated a wallaby. Yeah, a little kangaroo would have been fun to watch on C-SPAN just to see where the critter took a shit. She announced that she had not masturbated in 13 years. Holy fuck. Isn't that something you keep a secret? Or was she so crazy from not masturbating, she just blurted it out? I tell you, if I didn't masturbate for 13 hours, my hands would try to choke me to death. Because my hands love me that much. I would accept Sarah Palin running for the presidency of the United States if she ran from Farmville. I think that would be absolutely splendid. An advertisement with her, she's completely there, and there's cartoon ducks and geese, and there's rows of corn and all sorts of shit. She's got a magnificent home and a beautiful barn, and then Bristol would be standing there with an abstinence-only T-shirt, and Trig, of course, would be there because he's the first baby ever named after math, and if you didn't laugh at that, then you didn't get who the joke was directed at, asshole. And then you'd see in the sky helicopters strafing the elderly, and she'd point out to us where Russian Farmville was. And then she would go down to the river, babbling brook, and pull from it one fish. And she would say, "This is one fish, and now there are 20 fish." And then she would go inside and go to the oven and pull from it a loaf of bread. And she would say, this is one loaf. And now there are 20. And that, she would say, is her economic policy. I still wouldn't vote for her. But I have to say, I'd poke her. My life! I have some really good news for you. The economy is turning around. I know, you've missed it, haven't you? You were waiting for your ears to thaw, and you may have missed it. But it's true. I know this, and it should have been, it should have been really on the front page of the paper, and it wasn't. And we know that the economy's turning around because Facebook is going to be worth $50 billion. Wow, it depresses me that you don't understand how good that news that I'm bringing to you now. How do you miss it? Because if Facebook is going to be worth $50 billion, imagine what real shit's going to be worth. The reason we know that Facebook is going to be worth $50 billion, and if China signs on, it could be worth $200 billion. How do we know that? Because the most trusted name in financial institutions, Goldman Sachs, has told us, and they're never wrong. They aren't. They started the tech bubble and they made away like bandits. And then they were deeply involved in that mortgage bubble. And they sold shitty mortgages and realized finally that the mortgages they were selling were so shitty that they would bet against the people that they fucking sold the mortgages to and make even more money. And now they thought, wow, let's go back to the tech bubble again because Americans can't remember the first one because we fucked them with the second one. It's interesting, if Facebook is going to be worth $200 billion, wouldn't you want to have some stock in it? Of course you would. Why wouldn't you? If it were a guarantee, you'd be right there. But you know what? Well, you can't. You fucking can't. I can't either. Only certain people, secret people, people who are very friendly with the folks at Goldman Sachs, who have a key to the elevator. People who are so fucking rich that if I say their name, this will turn into a snuff film. $200 billion. Facebook. $200 billion so that I can read that, well, Janet had a little problem today. She got to work and boy, oh boy, the boss was really angry. And then she had a touch of diarrhea coming on and the Maalox didn't work. And she's not sure if it's something she ate or a stomach virus of some sort. And now she's not gonna make it to karaoke and she practiced all week, frowny face, frowny face, frowny face. If it's really going to be worth $200 billion, then I believe that my penis is worth at least $10 million. Yeah, absolutely. Because I can take it out, I can show it to you, it does things, you can touch it. And if I could tie it in a knot, it'd be worth $15 million. And I wouldn't have to do this shit for a living. I'd just take it out, yeah, ta-da! And then, as an encore, I'd put a kazoo in its little mouth and it would play a tune for you.